What's up, people? It's your boy T here with the YouTube tutorial on tuning your drums. So first things first, I'm gonna open up my QUARANTINA sound kit. This is inspired by
coronavirus. I'm telling you, shit is real.
Yeah, I made this kit basically because I was laid off of work. If you don't know much about me, I work in a kitchen as a pastry cook. Cooking is my first passion, and I've been living in New York after graduating from culinary school for the past almost 2 years now. Moved here like 5 years ago, lived upstate for a couple years to finish school. Now I'm just working in the field, and this is like a hobby of mine, but you know, with all the free time of being laid off, I'm gonna start making some videos and making some beats, you know what I'm saying? We out here bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. Alright, so
boy, if you don't get
so for me, I like to tune my kicks almost my drums are always the same in terms of mixing. So first thing I'm gonna do is find a kick. This one is royalty kick 2. That sounds good, nice and soft. So we got that going. Next thing I need are hi-hats. So let's go ahead and do that. We need a clap, so let's get some claps in there. Alright, cool. So let's do a snare. Alright, so we got that going. Let's see. Yeah, so let's go ahead and send everything to our mixer channels. So first thing you're going to want to do is sync up all your percussive elements. This just makes everything simpler and streamlines things. And you got everything else on their respective channel. You want to try and keep your channels as minimal and consolidated as possible, just to make the flow of work simpler. Everything needs to be as simple as possible because you're making very complex audio compositions, and it just makes your life easier. Work smarter, not harder. So first thing we're going to do is tune the kick. I like to use fruity fast distortion. The first thing I almost always do is I turn down the threshold, and I turn down the presence all the way to 0. And I mainly am going to be tweaking the presence. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's the perceived presence of the sound of this element. With this, you're going to have to tune the volume for mixing, but this is really just, it's a tool to make your kicks hit harder, because sometimes those tracks just need it. So here's the kick without any fast distortion, so let's do that. Alright, so let's turn the presence all the way up. See, sexy. So yeah, you just go from there, honestly. Tweak it however you want. It just needs to fit your track. That's it. Alright, so let's take this one off. Alright, so for the hi-hats, if I'm doing anything, I'm going to put some reverb, just a touch, if any. That's pretty much it. And maybe like in the instance that it's something a little bit like nightmarish, a little atmospheric, you just want a little bit more ambience, but it doesn't always need it. It needs to fit your track first and foremost. That's what's most important. All right, so next thing, add some reverb to your percussion. and you're gonna want to take the highs on the percussion up because it needs to cut through the track. You know, if you tune your kick higher, especially in terms of volume, your percussives, your snares, your claps, they can get lost in the mix very, very quickly and easily. And nothing's worse than a track that has a drop that's so hard, and then you have what needs to be that timing hit of a percussion piece. It needs to snap through, and when it doesn't snap through, I know we all have heard a track where it's like, ugh, damn, the drop is just not satisfying. So that's another important piece, and that's really it, honestly. So you're gonna just to recap, we've got Fruity Fast Distortion over here on the kicks. Sometimes I put it on the 808s. Almost very rare do I do that, because the 808, I feel like it's gonna sound like it should. If I do anything, I will set it to mono. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. Alright, word. So really quick, I just want to show you guys how I tuned my 808s too. So I added a quick little 808 pattern in. It sounds like this. So what you're going to want to do with everything, you need to normalize it once you open it, every sample. And you're going to go over to the screwdriver and click on the mono. This just centers the 808 in the speaker, like in an electrical sense, so that it just balances out better in the general sense when it's played out on speakers. So instead of being on the front end of the system where it's coming from, it's going to be emulating kind of from the center point and be more just kind of like solid sounding. All right, word. So yeah. Oh, one quick little extra tip. This Fruity limiter, put the so get your Fruity compressor and Fast Master, because why not? I mean, it's literally titled Fast Master. What else do you need to ask? Like, don't make your life more complicated than it needs to be. If your patterns are crazy fire and they're knocking, you don't need to overcomplicate the filters. You never are gonna get a better product out of something that's overthought, overdone, overproduced versus the simplest. I mean, come on, like it's simple. There's no need to overcomplicate it. You can make music out of anything, and more often than not, artists are gonna want something simpler. So let's turn off all the filters just to compare how it's. Let's take off the mono even. Alright, so let's put that back on. Just make sure I normalize everything. Alright, wait, so. Alright, and with all the filters, here's how it sounds. That's it. Alright, word. So yeah, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. I'm going to be uploading beat tutorials, cooking tutorials, and yeah, just general like that. Leave a comment if you liked it. Let me know if you have any video suggestions, what you want to learn. See if I have the knowledge on it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.